Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, then welcome. Thank you all so much for being here and for all of your support. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see the person who is on your mind. What are their secret thoughts about you? In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what is the person who is on your mind's secret thoughts about you? Okay, group number 1. So right away, we start off with a lot of water and like mystery with the High Priestess here, okay? And the High Priestess ruled by Pisces and the Moon ruled by Cancer, okay? Your person's kind of coming across like just very mysterious and like they like to keep their thoughts and feelings to themselves, especially when things start to get intense for them, okay? So for some of you, you could be dealing with a water sign, but even more so than that, I'm just getting that this person just, like I said, like really likes to keep to themselves. In fact, what came to me when I saw that is they live in a world of their own and they keep a lot to themselves, okay? That's just how this person is. I do feel like though once they feel more comfortable with a person that they do start to open up, okay? It's just that person, it takes them a while to get there is what I'm seeing. So I totally get why you're checking these out. You're like, okay, what's this person's deal? Why are they acting this way? Like, was it in my head or did this mean something? But yeah, okay, so let's take a look further. Okay, so, the High Priestess, though, definitely says to me, though, it speaks to me of something is in the woodwork. Like, they do plan on coming forward and saying something. But with the Moon here, it's kind of like they're currently in this process of, like, dealing with like whatever emotions are coming up for them. And it's not just between you two. I feel like this is kind of like in life in general right now, okay? But with the 9 of Cups here, that is a very promising card, especially next to the Knight of Cups. Okay, I'm just getting this feeling that, I do get the feeling that you guys would be like a wish come true to them, okay? And that their intentions are good. So that's good to see. Let's take a look further with the cards. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so this is interesting. With the 5 of Swords, I kind of feel like this, I'm getting the impression that this person kind of plays mind games a little bit with you, okay? And that's not to like be, like a jerk or whatever. I'm just seeing like this person is kind of like, I'm just getting that they like want you to chase them is what I'm feeling. This person wants like some kind of a guarantee, like before they truly like give their heart over is what I'm seeing with that. And okay, so with this, I do feel like it's possible for some of you watching this that you did have a falling out with your person, okay? Or like a break in communication is what's coming through with this. But with the 8 of Cups, this person is still hooked, okay? And they are going to come back around. And like I said, I do see like communication. I do see them revealing like a bit more of truth of where they want this to go, what you mean to them, all that, And with the 10 of Pentacles, okay, so this person's for real. They're not just like dating to pass the time. Like this person does see a future with you guys. I actually feel like for some of you, they want you to move in with them is also what's coming through. Something to do with like moving in. But with the 6 of Pentacles here, okay, so this is interesting. I'm actually kind of getting like, there's some kind of an imbalance with give and take between you and this person. I actually feel like even more specifically that this is saying that this person, their actions don't always match their words, okay? So like when they do speak, it's kind of like they say the right things, but then you feel like they don't really match up with their actions. And yeah, I'm just getting like maybe it's kind of like coming through that some of you called this person out on it, and that might have been like the cutoff. But, you know, I do feel like, though, overall, this person's intentions do seem pure. It's just interesting that, you know, something doesn't match up. And again, I'm actually kind of going back to the moon card. I feel like when this person, you know, has intense emotions, whether good or negative, it's kind of like, I feel like they don't know, like, how to be. Like, they're still figuring that out and themselves out. So they do feel things intensely. All right. Let's see what the message cards have for you guys. Okay, so this got me tongue-tied. Okay, so it says, I am terrified. Okay, like that definitely goes hand in hand with the intense emotions that come up for this person. And yeah, I feel like, again, it has to do with like they feel overwhelmed. Like, and I feel like this person really doesn't want, like, I'm just seeing, again, like, I've seen this pattern before, kind of like this person doesn't want to be left, so they'll kind of, like, do something to give them, like, that sense of, oh, okay, I guess we're done, even though they don't want to be done, you know, like, that kind of thing. And, again, like, with the mind games, it's because, you know, they're terrified. And they want to be sure that you're into them, is what I see with this. And then we have, I think so, yes. So that's kind of like a wishy-washy yes. And I feel like it's, again, because they're really hanging off you. And then they say love is the answer. So this person definitely has high hopes, as we see here. And they really do want this, I feel. So a part of them is like, they're kind of torn right now, like between like being kind of a sabotager of something good and really allowing it in, okay? And like choosing to be brave and go forward into the unknown with this. That's what I'm seeing with that. And they say I left because you told me to. Okay, so I don't literally get that you told them to, but it could be, you know, after you two got into it, or they felt they didn't have a choice, is what I'm seeing with that. And then it says, I hope you'll wait for me. Okay, so like, yeah, I do see like this person coming back around with communication, but the fact that it ends with, I hope you'll wait for me, makes it definitely seem like, you know, it's not going to be like right away. But again, general reading, so it could be different for all of you, but it seems like they kind of want to work through some stuff before they come back around, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's take a look even further with my cards now, with their secret thoughts about you. Okay, so we have my lighthouse card. So this person definitely sees you guys as being like this source of inspiration. I feel like the way that you are, how you speak, how you act, you might even somehow serve others, okay, whether it's your job or just you being you. I'm just seeing them like feel lit up and inspired by you. And in fact, what came to me also was you make them want to be a better person. And also when that came to me, 222 hit my mind. So I feel like some of you, you know, you see 222 a lot, or any type of repetitive numbers, and it's like that's when you two are instantly connected to each other. Okay, like you're both thinking of each other at the same exact time, and it's like this instant connection. Okay, so I feel like when this person warms up, they come out of this more quiet, private self, and they become more like, they're definitely, I see them as being ambitious, even being in their own little world, but they're also playful, I see, okay? And yeah, I see that, you know, I feel like that's partly why you guys click, is because, you know, I feel like you guys kind of come across like you run the show a little bit more than this person, because I feel like you're more vocal than they are. And for some of you, this could be reversed. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they see you as being kind of a rebel, and I feel like they admire it because they want to be more like that, okay? I feel like this group, whoever chooses group number 1, you were just true to yourself to the core, okay? And like, you don't care if things rock the boat, if it's like overall what you feel is right in your heart. So that's like what I always call like a rebel with a cause, okay? And I feel like this person, they admire that. They want to be like that. But yeah, I definitely see that this person is really drawn to you. They're crushing on you regardless of, you know, no communication or how they're acting. They're really highly attracted to you guys. They feel like the best times were with you, okay? You both, I feel like, have a real lighthearted, playful, fun time together, okay? Okay, so here's where things kind of take a little turn though. So you are coming across like you're in the spotlight. So even if you're not, I feel like this is how you show up in life. You know, you just shine. It could be what you post. Maybe you get a lot of likes, comments. Doesn't matter. I feel like they feel like a lot of people want you. You know, they worry sometimes. Like you could have a lot of randoms hitting up your DMs, okay? Giving you attention, wanting a shot with you. So they kind of get in this a bit of a competitive mode, I feel like, okay, when they think of how you can show up this way in life. And on one hand, don't get me wrong, they love that you do your thing and you shine. But on the other hand, when their insecurity starts creeping in, it's kind of like they start to feel competitive. And even insecurity hits them. And I feel like, you know, they can get jealous. So I'm actually kind of feeling like, you know, that could even be what this was. So maybe you guys didn't necessarily have a fallout, but it could have been this person got caught up in their head and their feels, and it's kind of like, you know, they made nothing out of something and they got jealous, and that could have been what kind of like, I'm just getting some kind of fallout, even if you two didn't get into it. Like if all of a sudden they shifted one day, it literally could be because of this. Okay. But either way, we still end this with the 8 of Cups, which means they're coming back around. They're still hooked. You know, it's like, and again, like I said, they're kind of between these two patterns of, you know, sabotage and letting love win, basically. And I see, you know, with the Spring card here, you know, they definitely have this, like, they know you're special and unique, and you have this unique vibe to you, and like a spring vibe, or anything feels possible. And I'm also getting like, this person could come back around and gift you with something. That's not going to be for all of you though, but I definitely am seeing though something popping off in the springtime, okay? And if it's not spring for you, I do feel like this just represents, since it's spring in the northern hemisphere, like whatever season it is right now for you, basically. Whenever you hear this video, because it is timeless. So sometime soon, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and then we have reunite. So yeah, like all signs are pointing to, this person is definitely going to come back around. And I see them wanting to really have a heart-to-heart conversation with you guys, okay? Which is not easy for this person to do, but I do see that it's come to their awareness that if this is what they want, they have to face their fear and go for it. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so what is the person on your mind? What is their secret thoughts about you? Okay, group number 2. So right away what I'm seeing here is that your person is a quick study. Okay, like they feel like overall, this is interesting. I'm seeing them as an intelligent person who feels like they can read people, but not when it comes to you. Okay, and this drives them crazy. I feel like they really want to be able to get a read on you, and I don't even feel like they know about these videos. So it's kind of like they're in the dark a bit, okay? Don't get me wrong, it intrigues them. This person likes a good challenge, but at the same time, they really are like, they're just like wondering about you. And it's interesting because you're really wondering about them. So you're both kind of mirroring this energy back and forth. Okay, that's an interesting way to start this off. Okay, so this person views you guys highly. Okay, they view you like Queen of Wands. Okay, you have this very magnetic, attractive energy. I feel like, you know, it's like when you walk into a room, you shine. Everybody kind of lights up around you. You're very charismatic, very lively, very passionate person. You make this person want to be like a better person. That's funny, that came through in the last reading, but it's coming through for this as well. And I just feel like, you know, their face lights up around you. They feel inspired again, you know? And yeah, okay, so I feel like this person's kind of going through a lot right now with the Four of, almost said Wands, but the Four of Air reversed, or Swords. Yeah, I'm just getting like this tired feeling. They're very busy. It's like I don't feel like they're getting a lot of sleep, but it doesn't matter. Their mind keeps going back to you is what I'm seeing. Okay, so yeah, and with the Page of Water, again, I'm getting like this very like inspired feeling. It's kind of like you guys make this person want to listen to love songs again and like dive into their creativity and just really like, I feel like they just feel so joyful when they think of you. Okay, let's take a look at the other cards to get even more insight into this. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Air, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so this person definitely has some hesitation though when it comes to taking action towards you. I'm seeing that, and I think that's what's confusing to you, because you guys feel this connection and you're kind of like, okay, why isn't the action adding up, you know? I do feel like though with the Eight of Pentacles, like this person is going to all of a sudden like hit the ground running with this idea, you know, and really like pursue you, okay? Because the Eight of Pentacles is all about, you know, taking the necessary steps and like really putting forth the action for anything that you want, you know. I'm also getting kind of a work vibe with this person. So for some of you, you work with this person. Okay, so they are coming across like the King of Swords here. They don't have to be an air sign, but again, I could tell. This person has a very intelligent nature to them. And again, the King of Swords is very observant. I feel like they can, you know, they instantly look at a room, they scan it, they feel like they can read people. They're kind of intuitive in that way, but they're also intellectual, okay? So if anything, this person has to learn to let go of their mind and really be guided by, you know, inspiration in their heart is what I'm seeing. So they're definitely a tough person to read, okay? And if you're in a professional setting with this person, whoo, they are going to be that much tougher because they're very professional. They have a poker face, okay? They don't like to reveal a lot, especially emotion-wise, you know, but regardless, okay, with the Six of Cups here, this person definitely feels a soul-like connection with you. And regardless of if this makes sense or not, it's like they constantly feel drawn to you. They feel like they've known you their whole life, okay? I feel like that's why you're both like magnetically connected to each other. Yeah, okay, so let's take a look at the message cards. All right, so we have, I just wish things were different. Okay, so what comes to me about that is that there is some kind of obstacle that is in your guys' way that makes this feel kind of like it's tough and risky for this person to take this action towards you. Like no matter how much they want it, it's almost like they're gonna end up rocking the boat in some way. That's what comes to me about that. Okay. We have lights. Okay, so this person, like I said, like they definitely feel inspired by you guys. And it's like you ignite this passionate flame within them and they start to feel creative. They start to want to listen to music. They just feel alive again. In fact, oh, I meant to read this earlier, but this is like the song that came to me as far as you two go, okay? It was She's Like the Wind by Patrick Swayze. And the lyrics in particular that stood out, although the whole song fits, is can't look in your eyes, you're out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. she's like the wind, okay? So I'm not necessarily getting that this person literally feels like you're out of their league, but what I'm saying is they view you highly, okay? And a part of them sometimes does kind of feel like a little off kilter when it comes to relationships. Like this person is confident and like a boss in like every area, and then once they start like catching feelings for somebody is when I feel like this person, all of a sudden they feel off their game a bit and they can act kind of different. And you know, it's just like they might start avoiding eye contact, and it's not that they don't want you, it's like they don't know, they get flustered is what I'm seeing. But again, I feel like this person is a intelligent person who's a quick study, so it's like they quickly like realize what they're doing and they adapt and overcome it, you know, and all of a sudden become that boss, that confident boss like self again. But yeah, that's funny though, like I said though, you were just like this mysterious, magical person to them that they can't quite like put their finger on, but they want more of, and they want to know more about you, okay? Then it says, what do you want? Okay, and I feel like that's, yeah, when they start to feel kind of like off kilter, it's almost like they get fixated on like, what is it you want? Do you find them attractive? Are you interested in them? Okay. And then they say, I just want you all the time. Yeah, they are hooked. They're hooked to your look, your vibe, your energy, the way that you are, like all of you. They can't get enough. Then they say, I feel the same way. Okay, so on one hand, a part of them does know that you're feeling this too. You're into them just as much as you're into them just as much as they're into you, okay? Like, there is a part of them that does feel like this is mutual. But then another part of them is just still kind of cautious, okay? Because we end this with, I want you to choose. So interesting that such a boss-like personality is kind of like putting the ball in your court and giving you the power. So that's an interesting exchange of power here. And for some of you, I do feel like this person could be your boss. Okay, that's coming through for some of you. But for others of you, it's like a coworker or somebody you know, okay? But either way, this person does have a boss-like energy, even if they're not a boss. Okay, I'm just seeing like they're really good at whatever it is that they do or they put their mind to, okay? It's not just work. And I also feel like this person could be a really good teacher or communicator as well. But again, like once it comes to somebody they're into and attracted to, I feel like they're just so flustered. Okay, we also, the Aquarius in particular is coming through. Your person does not have to be an Aquarius, but that energy is coming through. Okay, and if this person isn't an Aquarius, that literally though, they do remind me of like an Aquarius, okay? So just like, they're different in the way that they do things, okay? They're definitely unique. They have their own sense of way of being and style, and they're very innovative, very intellectual, very into whatever they're into. All right, so let's look at my cards to look even further. Okay, so I feel like with the trust card, both of you kind of have this theme of like having to let go of trust issues. Okay, and letting go of the past to fully move forward in the future and give each other like a true start is what I'm seeing. And then we have depth. So I feel like, you know, if you guys haven't had many conversations, I feel like once you do, you're going to realize that you two can go deep. Okay, and I feel like you're both going to love that. You're also, okay, so I feel like you're both mutually attracted to each other. Okay, there's going to be this magnetic chemistry and passion. So it's going to be like such an amazing, you know, combo to have. It's like, you know, you guys, your conversations are going to be amazing. Your chemistry is going to be amazing. Okay, they currently see you as building yourself up and where you want to be in life. Okay, so for some of you, your person is pretty much doing what like they want to be doing. For others of you, this is them as well. Okay, it's going to be different for all of you. But yeah, so they do see you being focused on, you know, what it is that you do for a living, as well as always like bettering yourself, I feel. Okay, this is a very self-realized group. They do think you keep to yourself a bit though. So this is interesting. So although you come across like Queen of Wands, very lively, very passionate and animated about what you're into, there is a part of you that's also mysterious and kind of keeps to yourself till approached. Okay, so you do have a mysterious air about you, and I feel like that's where they aren't used to it. They're like, ooh, I want to get to know this person, I want to know about them, but I realize they have to like trust me, and you know, it's kind of like you guys have to work your way to those conversations, I feel. So past the politeness and into the depth, okay? Ooh, they also love your eyes. Okay, so I feel like you guys have very beautiful or handsome eyes. Oh, okay, so my needs coffee came out. So again, with that, originally I was feeling like your person's kind of tired. They're juggling a lot. I don't feel like they're getting a lot of sleep, and it's kind of like your person needs a break, I feel. And I actually think the more that they rest, the more they're going to be more like level-headed and be able to like think clear and take that action towards you. We also have, they wonder if you're seeing someone. Okay, interesting. So, you know, you and this person definitely have a very new feel to you. I don't feel like you guys know each other that well, even though there is like this soul recognition between you guys and this magnetic pull towards each other. Okay, so it's definitely one of those things. So I would not be surprised if you guys didn't know each other from a past life. It has that feeling. And I'm just getting like, it kind of doesn't matter. Like, you know, like the odds could seem against you guys logically, but I'm just getting the impression with all these cards that it's kind of like, I just see you both like seeing like this whole thing through and seeing what is going to happen if you both pursue this. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what does the person on your mind, what are their secret thoughts about you? Okay, so instantly what I'm seeing is that the person on your mind feels like they are currently shut out from your life right now. Okay, like you have like shut the door on them. All right, but at the same time, you know, they still feel connected to you, and like there's hope for this connection with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel like this person does believe that you two could have a fresh start. Regardless, you know, if they feel shut out, iced out. I feel like some of you might have even told this person off. Okay, that's going to go for some of you. But again, I do feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, they really do feel like, you know, you two could have a solid start. Okay, so, but they don't currently know like how to proceed is what I'm seeing. So that's probably why you're not hearing from this person, or if you are, it's not really going anywhere, or they're not really saying what's on their mind. Okay. They do be like the Queen of Water. Okay, so even if you're a guy, just flip that, but like beautiful and just like this amazing person with a heart. And I feel like you're just a very creative person, and like they know you mean well, but I do feel like there's a part of them though that feels like you guys like either misperceived, misunderstood them or something. They feel misunderstood is what's coming through. And in fact, the song that came to me when tapping into these cards was them saying, just give me a reason, just a little bit's enough. We're not broken, just bent, and we can learn to love again. Okay. All right, okay. Yeah, so they're waiting for a sign from you, okay, is what I'm seeing with that. And they're really trying to say like, we're not as bad as you think we are, okay? They think like, I think it's almost like they think you overthought something and you kind of hurt yourself with that story. I know you guys could be like, they gave me a reason. Okay, but this is from their perspective, okay? And what they're secretly thinking. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, everything felt real fun and adventurous and lighthearted and carefree. And then something happened and it, you know, made it to where you both feel kind of like shut out from each other's lives. You know, they were once the king of water, even if this is a girl you're wondering about, okay? But now they don't feel like themselves, okay? Like they don't feel like anything's right in their world when they're not connected with you is what I'm seeing, okay? They feel shut off, cut off from love and shut off from you, and just like, they just want to get back to that, okay? I feel like all these fiery cards are coming through as far as when this person feels good, and I feel like they just felt like life was like almost like one big party with you, okay? Whether you guys party or not, like it's just got that celebratory feel. Like every day felt new to this person. They just felt alive and passionate, okay? And inspired. Because we have two very fiery, spontaneous cards. I do feel like this person feels like their best selves with you. Like you help bring that out of them is what I'm feeling. Okay, then we have the Queen of Swords here. So for some of you, this person could have entertained somebody else since we have two dominant, you know, like two queens here. But for the majority of you, what's actually coming through is that's you again. And I feel like you're just kind of like sitting there, and I just get this feeling of like somebody who like sees through somebody, and it's kind of like, okay, you know, like I'll believe it when I see it kind of energy, okay? Like you're just coming across as being intelligent and wise and seeing through the BS, okay? And I feel like this person's kind of like this energy, and it's just like, woo! Okay, so it's possible for some of you you're dealing with somebody younger than you or less mature than you. They could be really into partying, okay? So like different things are coming through for this. And I'm just kind of like, you're kind of waiting for them to grow up is what I'm seeing. Like they might mean well, but their actions aren't matching, and it's kind of like they had this, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. And maybe they did entertain others, you know, just for attention, but it didn't mean anything, okay? Because on one hand, I do feel like this person's legit and they do mean that they want you. But then I feel like they do something or entertain something, and it's like, kind of like, bro, what are you doing? Like, that is not how you go about this with somebody that you're into. It's like the feeling I'm getting. Okay, so let's take a look at the message cards to take a look further. They say, my life started when I met you. Okay. I'm addicted to you. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, this person's definitely attracted. I feel like I said, you bring out this passionate, spontaneous, adventurous side of them. And then they say this love scares me. Okay, so that could be, you know, like partly why they do stuff that like kind of sabotages the connection. So it's not that they want to do that, but I feel like, you know, it's kind of like whenever fear comes into play, it's almost like people kind of do or say things that they don't mean or want. Then it says, I think we should slow down. Again, getting like younger vibes here. Like this person's acting like, woo, this love's a lot. Like I'm not used to this kind of commitment. You know, that Knight of Wands energy. Not that they don't want to commit. It's just like this person kind of comes across like this is like possibly their first real relationship. Or at least one that actually matters to them. Like they actually feel for you. Then we have One Cup, which is definitely a very crush, puppy love like feeling. Okay, this person gets butterflies when they think of you. Songs remind them of you. Okay, maybe you guys have shared, oh, like this song and that song, like you have your song. Okay, songs coming through for me, for you guys. So, and then they say, you are my everything. Okay, so I do kind of see like there's a lot of flowery words here. Not that they don't mean it, but it does kind of have like this like puppy love feel to it. Versus like, I don't know, it's just lacking some kind of matureness is what I'm getting, because the King of Cups is reversed, but the Knight of Wands is not. So it's kind of like they want to be seen as this king or queen if you're dealing with a woman, but it's kind of like they're just like, they're at this stage right now, okay? Whereas you're coming across like you are a queen, okay? Like you've got goals, you're trying to build up yourself in your life, and this person's just kind of like, woo, like this is a fun ride. Not that they view you guys like some, like a ride, but you know what I mean? Like that's kind of how they view life though, is like what I'm getting. And I feel like that's just like the stage of life that they're in right now. And I think you're weighing it. I think you guys are really kind of on the fence and like, is this the person for me? Or am I just like attracted and find them to be like this wild ride? You know what I mean? I definitely feel like they're entertaining, they're charismatic, they're attractive. So it's kind of like, ooh, can you tame this wild horse? That's like what they're coming across like. Okay, yeah, so they definitely feel like sometimes you guys can be kind of stuck in your ways. They get like, they feel like you guys, okay, you come across kind of like a Taurus in this way, and I can say it because I'm a Taurus, but kind of like when you feel like you're right, and nobody's going to change your mind, and they wish you would bend, okay? It's interesting because it's the lyric in that song. They think like sometimes you guys like kind of like, I'm just getting like that queen, like, okay, here's what's coming through. So 1 minute when things are going great, it's like you are this loving, you know, nurturing, caring Queen of Wands. Or Wands. Yeah, you do kind of come across like the Queen of Wands to them as well, okay? But Queen of Cups. And then as soon as things turn, ooh, you become this Queen of Swords. And like you do not hesitate to let people know when they've crossed the line with you or period. And, you know, you'll cut them off, even if you don't want to, okay? Very boss-like in that way, very fierce is what I'm getting. And it's kind of like they're like, oh my goodness, instead of jumping to conclusions, don't be stubborn. Listen to what I have to say. They want you to be a bit more flexible when it comes to what it is that bothers you, okay? You're definitely more the thinker in this connection than your person is. They're definitely more impulsive than you are. So on one hand, I feel like they brought you out of like your mind and thinking and like you just wanting to live in the moment fully, which is amazing. And you guys kind of, you know, bring them up to a more mature, like, where are you going in life type vibe. It's interesting. So you guys are kind of like a balance for each other. Yeah, I definitely see this as being a very passionate relationship. You two definitely bring that out of each other. And I feel like at one point you guys were kind of head over heels for this person, but now I feel like at the time that you're checking this out, you could still be head over heels for them, but it's kind of like you're kind of getting more level-headed, a little bit more grounded energy coming through, and you're kind of like seeing through this. Like, is this what you want? Is this person right for you? Are they on your level? Meanwhile, this person would be throwing lines like, nobody else makes me feel this way. And I do feel like they believe that. But it's kind of like, is it real? Or is it like this puppy love? You know, I'm just getting kind of this interesting, infatuated energy with this person. Like they can mean things 1 minute and then they might not the next. And it has nothing to do with you, but like where they're at. It's just a bit more of an immature energy. But for some of you, okay, this is going to be more like legit. But yeah, I just saw, you know, you cut this person off, their pride can make them walk away instead of want to work things out and communicate with you. Like, yes, they want you to be more open-minded, but at the same time, this person, again, with that bit of immaturity, will just walk away, is what I'm getting. Oh, boy. This is definitely, though, a mutual crush between you two. Okay, I do see that. And I do feel like, you know, all in all, they do view you as like the ideal girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay, so on one hand, this person knows you're a catch, you're good for them, you know, but it's kind of like they don't, on one hand, they want this, and then on the other hand, it's almost like they're like, ooh, but am I ready? You know, I think we should slow down. This love scares me, yet they're addicted. And crush. And you are their everything. Like, I really do feel like you mean more to them than any other relationship or connection that they've had. Okay, so this card kind of summarizes your guys' energetic dynamic. Okay, so they feel a very deep connection with you. And that's why you both can't let each other go. Okay, despite what's happened. Possibly could have entertained somebody else or been with somebody else when you guys met. But that's not going to be for all of you. But there was somebody else showing up here. They're on the fence and really weighing this decision. They're keeping their feelings on the low. They do dream of a passionate reunion with you guys. But they're being kind of petty currently. And they're just kind of mirroring your energy. Yeah, like I was saying, like if you told them off, cut them off, they're just like, okay. You know, kind of weirdly non-resistant and just going with it and walking away. They're waiting for a sign from you. Like, just give me a reason. Just a little bit's enough. We're not broken, just bent. Okay, so like, but they don't feel like they're getting anything from you. Okay, so it's kind of like, so they're not making a move. And again, there's that petty, immature like energy. Okay, and they really don't want to get hurt again. So it's possible that this person, okay, you might not be their first real relationship, but like they could have, you know, gotten hurt, and that could be why like they're so hesitant and this love scares them, even though they're into this and they want to slow down and they kind of have this partier playerish ways. Not saying they're a player, but like, you know what I mean, like more like slow to commit basically. Just like, yeah. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.